Hey guys, Brian and Bailey here. Welcome back to the shop. I guess I should say gals too, for the 3% of you that subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it very much. Just thought I'd do kind of a quick update video. I've got some viewer mail in and some other stuff that's come in. I just thought I'd kind of show it to you. And we're going to do some insert testing. I got a job to do. It's going to require a bunch of roughing out, so we're going to get to try one of these pieces I'm going to show you, and we'll see how that works. So in my last video I talked about measurements and accuracy and precision and whatnot, and I showed a bunch of my steric larger tools and what I measure with, and I didn't really go over any. I kind of talked about measuring down to sub-thousandths, but didn't really go much into the tenths range, and I didn't want you to think that you can't measure in the tenths range, because you certainly can. I've got these little Brown and Sharps, these little chrome ones with the friction thimbles on them. So that one there is right on the 0. And these will measure down within a tenth about, accuracy wise, as long as it's been set on a standard. I just recently went through and redid all mine. These are actually, this is typically seen as a slant line, but the ones I've got are actually straight lines. So I got a 0 to 1 and a 1 to 2 and a 2 to 3 in these tenths indicators. And this one here is a new old stock one. Still got the box, a nice cool old packaging, and these work really good. These are my specialty. Like if I'm doing bearing fits and need to get really close, I'll use these. They don't have as big a jaw opening as those others, as those Stare 224s I use, so sometimes they can be a little more difficult to get on and off of stuff, but then other times it's better with it being smaller. So you kind of need a multitude of measuring tools. I like the locks better on these Brown and Sharp with the little push instead of the turn deal, but I really don't lock very often anyway, so it doesn't matter. But and these are convertible from either the friction, which is the way I always use them, to a solid feel, but I don't think you can get as good measurements that way, so I like to calibrate mine for the frictions. Like I said, I just went through the other day and redid all these. Now for those that follow my channel doing that clutch project, you know I got into doing some outside turning, and my lathe only runs one way. Didn't want to rewire it, so I did manage to locate a new old stock twin to my boring bar that I use all the time pretty much, except this is the opposite hand. So got that picked up. Very reasonable price for a brand new one. It was like $60 something. So I'll add that to the tool cabinet. Actually, I guess I should say the tool cart, because that's another new acquisition I'm going to show you. But let's get to some viewer mail. We've got, I think this is from Hair BMW. Yep. Sent me a decal. Got a little apple on there. Must be a Apple guy. Might have been who bought my Apple II off eBay a couple years ago. I don't know. So, thank you for the sticker. I'll put that up in my new shop when I get that done. Right now I'm kind of just collecting these. Got this one in my A-Bomb 79 ones. So it's been a while since you sent that to me. Just now getting around and getting on video, but thank you very much. We got another care package here from Randy Richard out in California. This is the other side of the U.S. We won't hold it against him being from California. It's okay. But he likes to fish, so I don't think he belongs in California, but I guess the weather's good. Let's open this up and see what we got. I got a pretty good idea what's in here. As you all know, he got some inserts. I think they came from overseas. Yeah, some inserts. Got a bunch of inserts. So he's kind of been spreading them around. I told him I use this 6 size insert fairly often. That's one we're going to get to next. This is a Duratomic. I picked it that I got for their free testing. So we're going to test it out here in a minute. That's the one I'm interested in. So here's these SNMA 643s. Or, yeah, I guess that's what they are. It looks about right. They got a pretty rounded edge. Not really marked for a grade, I don't think. So I don't know if these are supposed to be a. They're probably a steel because they're gold. They're probably not cast iron. But I have to look through my cabinet and see if I've got a tool holder for these. I think I might. If not, we'll have to make something up. So thank you very much, Randy. I imagine most of my subscribers probably also subscribe to his channel. If not, go check it out. He does some a lot of various household kind of machine work, I guess. Fixing tillers and mowers and log splitters and things that you just use around the house. You know, the stuff is handy to have a machine shop for at home. So, also got some stickers, several of those. Appreciate that very much. I'll put those with my others here. I think my boring mill's got a great big column on it. I think that's going to be a good place to put all these stickers when I get it set up. So I'm looking forward to that. My next video coming up is going to be a barn shop update. I have had a chance to work on it a little bit, not a whole lot. Only get 1 day a week off that I'm not working. So it's working my day job. I'm always working. Got 2 packs of these. Probably take a little while to go through those, but you know, when you fill a 55-gallon barrel of chips a week, it really doesn't take long to go through some inserts sometimes. Especially if what you're cutting is rough and it beats them all up. If you're cutting new stuff, it's usually a lot better. So, thank you very much, Randy. Appreciate that. I hope I got everything out of there. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything else. Like I said, if y'all haven't heard of him or checked him out, look him up there, Randy Richard in the shop on YouTube. He's one of the West Coast machinist guys. A lot of good group of guys out there. Seems like they get together with each other a lot more than us Midwest guys. I guess we're too scattered out. Bailey's working hard, so let's go over this Duratomic here. This is a wrong card. This one here says 643. They're recommending cutting data. It's like a feed of 19 thousandths. And a depth of cut of 180. What? 1,000 surface feet a minute. I'll have to look that up and see what speed that's going to be. So we got that. Got one for roughing in, and at the same time I ordered a finish, a little 432 kind of got an interesting chip breaker on it there. I haven't seen one like that before with the little groove lines in it. It's like it's really only made to cut on these corners. These sides wouldn't have really a chip breaker, but I've got a sideways insert tool that I can use those other corners up so that I can get 8 off of one of these instead of 4. Get some more bang for your buck. Same thing with these, although this one does have chip breakers both ways. So maybe they intend for that to do that with this one, but this finished one's not that way. They're saying 55 thousandths depth of cut and 10 thousandths feed rate. Surface speed considerably higher on these. They're saying 2275. That's about double what they're recommending on this one. It's actually more than double. 2275. So show you my big score. A deal on a half a dozen of these Dorian tool holders that I use pretty much exclusively on most bigger turning, on my regular turning tools. I do have some Aloris holders also that I use, my boring bar holder and some of the others, but I use these Dorians for my regular lathe tools because they have an 1 1/4 slot in them versus an inch on the Aloris, and it's a taller, beefier block, still made in USA. These are a better holder in my opinion, so these are my favorites, and I got these for 60 bucks a piece, brand new, so I figure you can't beat that. And they're normally about MSC's got them for like 120 something. Like they're 107 on KBC, but we're going to put these on the cart and we'll be able to quit switching tool holders around so much a lot of times. So there they are, brand new, pretty. They're actually just over 1 3/8 inches, but I'm not aware of anybody that makes a tool holder that size. So 1 1/4 are what these are for. Obviously the taller the tool, the more rigidity it has, less prone to chatter, and the bigger the cuts you can take with it without having issues. So I like that, to be able to do heavy roughing work like we're getting ready to go do. So let's go in there and take a look at my new tool cart set up so I can get all my tools off the lathe where I typically have them stored. I don't like that, never really have, but I haven't had a good place to put them until now. And I got another one of my carts, like what my beaver tooling's on, over there. I think you saw that. So let's go over there and check it out. We'll set up some of these holders and do some cutting. Okay, take 2, because I messed all that up a while ago. Did the filming on the, well, I thought I was filming, but it turned out I wasn't, on this chrome is the new black insert here. These are some of the chips we're getting, following the manufacturer's recommendations. So made nice little compact chips, worked fine, no loss of the edge or anything. Definitely warmed it up, but still in good shape. So we'll be doing some more testing on it later on. It did seem that it throws the chips a little more than the chip breakers that I normally use. One of these here It's kind of metal. It doesn't seem that it throws it back towards the lathe more, it seems like, than what this one does. So I guess it would, because this doesn't have as the angle back isn't as much as what these are, where it comes and hits this edge. It throws it back in better. So I think I still prefer this particular insert style. I've got these loaded in all of my different hand cutters. That one there's about ready for replacement. Still good for roughing. But this is my tool cart I got. I either need to find or make something to hold my Morse taper tools. I'd like to have them standing up. I think that'd be good. And sometime I'll go through and try and set all these tool offsets to where they're the same, so I can change them in and out, and my DRO will read the same for all these. But I got my threaders here, parting off, a little boring bar, my big boring bar. Use that probably the most of any tool I got. And all my lathe tools, my 6 series pairs, my 4s, left and right, my grooving turns, parting off blade, my Loris that I can change the angles on. I don't have any of this little triangle, these 3 series inserts. I'm gonna have to get some of those so I can use this, but I figured I'd go ahead and put it on the cart anyway. Start getting this thing filled up. And keep my wrenches here handy. Maybe I'll be able to keep track of them, not have to look for them all the time. You got my cup of inserts with at least some edges left on them that I haven't used up. When I swap them out on tools, I throw the ones in here until I get to the application that uses them again. So these are good carts, made in US. Took advantage of the Inco sale and picked up another one of these. They're really hard to find on their page, but they're smooth and they're stable. I had a guy bring me a Harbor Freight one, and it just about flipped over on the floor every time he looked at it, so I didn't care for that. Maybe I'll put my chuck on the bottom there, or some of this other stuff. Put the rotary table on there or something. Get some of these things put up a little bit more, but this will be nice. With the addition of my holders where I don't have to change out. It's gonna be good. I've got some more holders blank for when I add more things in the future. So, sorry I didn't get this turning action for you guys. We'll try again sometime when I get another roughing in project and show you how this insert does and how it compares with what I normally use. Yep, if I don't break it in the meantime. So, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, leave a comment if you want. I always like to read the comments and see what y'all like and don't like and what you want to see. So, I'm off to go work on the barn.